o I nā lahapau E ho o mai ka I kou aloha ka maha o Yesu Uho kua Kumalu Kumana e Kuhanu Kuola E hilani mau a mau E ai ka haku e himeni ke ao E mana ke ali'i e ho'ihi e Uluhia o luna me kola lohe I ka lohe I kou inoa I meni hauoli ka hana hoi au E aloha mau komu Kumaua mau Kukahi ka nani Ke paulele au Ia oe E Yesu Uho'ola A ohe nua o I nā lahapau E ho'o mei ka I kou aloha ka maha o E Yesu Uko kua Umaru Kumana e Kuhanu Kuola E hilani mau a mau E ai ka haku e himeni ke ao E mana ke ali'i e ho'ihi e Uluhia o luna me kola lohe I ka lohe I kou inoa I meni hauoli I ka hana hoi au E aloha mau komu Kumaua mau Kukahi ka nani Ke paulele au Ia o E ai ka haku e hineni ke ao E mana ke ali'i e ho'ihi e Uluhia o luna me kola lohe I ka lohe I kou inoa I meni hauoli I ka hana hoi au E aloha mau komu Kumaua mau Kukahi ka nani Ke paulele au Ia o Kukahi ka nani Ke paulele au Ia o Kukahi ka nani Ke paulele au Ia o
Hi, I'm Jody, and today I'm going to be sharing a hula that I hope you can learn and use in worship at your core. The song that we're going to be learning today is called Hea Ika Haku, or Shout to the Lord. If you're new to dancing hula and have not yet had the opportunity to watch the Hula Basics video, I recommend that you start there. Take a few moments now to switch videos and learn the Hula Basics. This will help you be prepared to learn our song together today. And now we're going to break down the steps of the song. In this version of Hea Ika Haku, there are 2 lines at the beginning of How Great Thou Art. You and the group that you're dancing with can simply walk on the stage at that point during the song and get ready in your ready position. Your ready position is going to be with your hands down by your sides and your right foot forward. The beginning line of our song is My Jesus, My Savior. And you're going to go ahead and do a lele uehe, and your hands are going to start from the top left-hand side, palms facing forward, and your right hand is going to go from the left to the right, and then opposite. Your left hand is going to join your right, and it's going to go from the right-hand side to the left. Your feet are going to do a lele uehe, step, point, in, push out. Let's try that with the feet and hands together. It's going to look like this. My Jesus, my Savior. The next line says, Lord, there is none like you. You're going to kavelu forward on your right and then your left. Your hands are going to be right here, and they're going to go ahead and sweep together, and then your palms are going to be palms up. Lord, there is none like you. With your feet doing a kavelu forward on your right and your left, it's going to look like this. Lord, there is none like you, and your hands are going to stay in that position. Let's try those two lines together. My Jesus, my Savior, forward on your right. Lord, there is none like you. Great. The next part says, all of my days I want to praise. You're going to kahola holo to your right-hand side. Your right palm is going to start at a 45-degree angle, palm down, and then flip to palm facing upwards. Your left hand simultaneously is going to be above it, kind of in an L shape, palm facing forward, and then palm facing to the side. The second half of your kahola holo to the right, your left hand is going to come by your mouth, because we're talking about praising, the things we say, and then your right hand is going to sweep from the left-hand side to the right. So again, it'll be all of my days I want to praise. And again, remember that our face and eyes are going to follow our hand movements. Let's try that with a kahola holo to the right. All of my days I want to praise. Great. The next part says, the wonders of your mighty love. You're going to go ahead and kahola to the left. Your hands are going to go from a V position outwards and scoop in a circle towards your heart. That'll be our kahola to the left. Once we kahola to the left, you're going to do 2 ka'os, and your hands are simply going to wave in front of your heart. So it'll look like this. The wonders of your mighty love. Let's try that whole section together, beginning with my Jesus. My Jesus, my Savior, forward kavelu, Lord, there is none like you. All of my days, I want to praise the wonders of your mighty ka'o, right and left. Great. The next part says, my comfort, my shelter. You're going to ho'opuka to the right, which again is turning right, front, together, tap. Your hands, I'll show you facing forward first. Your right palm is going to be face up in front of your chest, and your left hand is going to be extended directly out to your left side, and it's going to go like this. My comfort, and then my shelter. When you ho'opuka to the left, your right hand is going to sweep over your head and down in front of your chest. Again, with the ho'opuka, it'll look like this. My comfort, my shelter. Let's try that again. Turning to the right, ho'opuka. My comfort, my shelter. The next part says tower of refuge and strength. You're going to go ahead and lele imua forward, going forward. Your hands are going to start down here. We're talking about a tower, so your hands are going to start at either side. Your face is going to be looking towards your right. Tower of refuge and strength, and your arms out like this. When you put your arms out into the strength position, you're going to do 2 helas, left and right. So it'll look like this, put all together. Tower of refuge, hela, left and right. Let's try that from my comfort, my shelter, turning ho'opuka to the right. My comfort, my shelter, lele umua forward, tower of refuge, hela, left and right. Great job. The next line says, let every breath all that I am. So you're going to go ahead and kahola to the left. Your hands are going to come from your mouth and out. Let every breath, and then you're going to say all that I am from your waist, all that I am. You're going to go ahead and kahola to your left, and then hela right and left. So it'll look like this. let every breath, all that hella right, all that I am, never cease to worship you. You're going to do ka'o, swaying to the right and left. Your hands are going to stay in the same position. Never cease to worship. And then 2 uehes, and as you uehe, your hands are going to raise up to be pointing to Jesus. So you're going to go worship you, uehe right and left. Let's try that whole section together. Let every breath, all that I am, beginning with a koholo to the left. Let every breath, hella right, all that I am, never cease to worship. 2 uehes, right and left. Great. Let's try that all together from My Jesus, My Savior, beginning with our lele uehe to the right. My Jesus, my Savior, forward, Lord, there is none like you. Kaholo hola to the right, all of my days. I want to praise the wonders of your mighty 2 ka'os, love. Get ready, ho'opuka turn. My comfort, my shelter, lele umua forward, tower of refuge, hella left, and strength. Kaholo to the left, let every breath, all that I am, hella right, never cease to worship. 2 uehes, right and left, right and left. Great job. Let's move on to the chorus of the song. The words say, shout to the Lord, all the earth, let us sing. You're going to begin by doing a koholo to the right, and then followed by a lele uehe to the left. Your hands are going to begin from your mouth and out to a 45-degree angle. And then for all the earth, let us sing, your hands will start, palms facing back at either side of your hips, scooping forward in a circular motion to go ahead and create an earth in front of you. It'll look like this. Shout to the Lord, lele uehe, all the earth, let us sing. The next line of the song says, power and majesty, praise to the King. You're going to go ahead and do a ka'o to the right. So it'll look like this. Power. Your hand is going to start palm facing backwards above your left shoulder and come down to your right hip. Power and majesty, you're going to hella with your left foot. Your left hand is going to go up to your right hand side, palm facing forward. And as you flip it to the opposite corner, your hand is going to face the back of the room. It'll look like this put together. Power and majesty. The next part says praise to the King. Your left hand is going to stay exactly where it is. Your right hand is going to come from your mouth and out. And as it goes out to a 45-degree angle, your left hand is also going to turn, palm facing forward. As you do this move, you're going to go ahead and kaholo to the right with a diagonal forward. It'll look like this. Praise to the King. Let's try all that together. Shout to the Lord, all the earth. Ready? Begin. Shout to the Lord, lele uehe, all the earth. Let us sing. Power and majesty, praise to the King. Great job. The next part says, mountains bow down and the seas will roar. Your hands are in this position, and both hands are going to sweep upwards to make like a mountain on your right hand side. Your hands are going to come down, mountains bow down, and as you do that, you're going to kaholo backwards to your left hand side to bring you back to the original position that you were standing in. It'll look like this. Mountains bow down, and at the end of your kaholo, you're going to do an uehe, up with your knees. The next line says, and the seas will roar. Your hands are going to come from this position and make 2 waves, one on your right hand side and one on your left hand side, while doing 2 uehes, right and left. It'll look like this. The seas will roar. Let's try all that together. Shout to the Lord, all the earth, let us sing, power and majesty, ka'o, hela, Going right, praise to the King. Mountains bow down. Uehe, 2 more uehes, the seas will roar. Great job. The next part says, at the sound of your name. You're going to go ahead and do 2 kavelus, 1 forward on your right and 1 forward on your left. At the sound of your name, your left hand is going to go up towards your ear, and your right hand is going to start there, pushing out to a 45-degree angle, and then across to the right-hand side. Kavelu forward on your right and left with that same movement. You'll need to move your hand really slowly to make sure you make it through both kavelus. It'll look like this. At the sound of your name. The next part says, I sing for joy at the work of your hands. It'll look like this. I sing for joy at the work of your hands. You're going to go ahead and koholo to the right, just as we've done before. I sing for joy. And then you're going to do 2 ka'os, simply swaying to the left and to the right. And again, this will be with the movement of your hand. At the work of your hands. Let's try that together from the beginning of the chorus. Shout to the Lord, lele uehe, all the earth, let us sing. Power and majesty, praise to the King. Mountains, backwards, mountains, bow down, uehe, 2 more, and the seas will roar at the sound of your name. I sing for joy, I sing for joy, 2 ka'os at the work of your hands. Great job. The next part, you're going to start with your hands right where they are. Forever I'll love you, forever I'll stand. You're going to koholo to your left-hand side, and your arms are going to sweep in towards your chest, right in front of your heart. It'll look like this. Forever I'll love you. The next part says, forever I'll stand. And you're going to go ahead and simply do 2 ka'os. Your hands from here are going to come down to your sides, and your right hand is going to sweep out in front of you just like this. Going to sweep out in front of you and go directly above your head. While you do this, your 2 ka'os right and left are going to be done in such a way that you move from facing forward to facing the left-hand side. It'll look like this. Forever I'll stand. Let's try that much together. Shout to the Lord. Shout to the Lord, all the earth, let us sing. Power and majesty forward, praise to the King. Mountains bow down, uehes, and the seas will roar. Kavelu forward at the sound of your name. Get ready, I sing for joy. I sing for joy, 2 ka'os at the work of your hands. Forever I'll love you. Get ready to turn. Forever I'll stand. The last portion of our song says, nothing compares to the promise I have in you. Your right hand will be above your head, and it's simply going to sweep down, making a circular motion and landing in front of your heart. Your left hand then, with your left kaholo, is going to start at your shoulder, sweep around, and come in front of your heart as well. Now, since you will have been facing to the left, you're going to go ahead and do a right and left kaholo, but it'll be turning, taking you around the room. It'll look like this. Nothing compares to the promise I have. Let's try that again together. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to the promise I have. And in you, the very last portion of our song, you're simply going to do 4 ka'os, right, and left. Your hands are going to extend to your left-hand side, and your right hand is going to sweep up, pointing up to Jesus. It'll look like this. You, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that whole chorus together. Shout to the Lord, all the earth, let us sing. Power and majesty, praise to the King. Mountains, Mountains bow down, and the seas will roar kavelu at the sound of your name. I sing for joy, kohola to the right. I sing for joy, 2 ka'os at the work of your hands. Forever I'll love you, forever I'll love you. Turning to the left, forever I'll stand. Nothing compares to the promise I have. 4 ka'os in you, 2, 3, 4. Great job. In this version of the song, the final portion repeats nothing compares to the promise I have 3 times. So after you've done the first and you've been brought to front center, you're going to go ahead and stay facing forward, and your hands are going to do the same motion, but instead of turning around, you're just going to remain facing forward. It'll be a kohola right and left. Nothing compares to the promise I have. And then the third time, nothing compares to the promise I have. Your 4 ka'os in you, 2, 3, 4. To end the song, you're going to do 1 koholo to the right with your left hand flat at your chest and your right hand forward. It's going to go from the forward to a 45-degree angle. And to end your song, you're going to simply step back on your left foot and bring your hands down. Let's try that portion together. From the first nothing compares, which will be where we start facing left. Nothing compares to the promise I have. The second time, nothing compares to the promise I have. The last time, nothing compares to the promise I have. 4 ka'os in you, 2, 3, 4. Koholo to the right and back on your left. That's the whole piece. Feel free to go back to any section of this video and keep practicing. I hope that you can use this in worship at your own home core.